Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hi if you're new, and welcome to a book haul. I'm sorry this is a little bit later than planned. Basically, the week that I wanted to film it, work just got absolutely ridiculous, and then last week I was really quite ill, and well, to the point I was actually in bed for 4 days, really quite poorly. So anyway, I'm fine now. I went back to work today office wise and I felt up to filming today, so I thought let's film a haul, and we have some books to be going through, so let's do it. There is no rhyme and reason to this. They're not split into genres or anything like that. They're not split old and new. Okay, they're just 3 piles of books. So we're just going to go for it. First book that I've got here is My Life with Bob. Now, I got this from my parents for my birthday. This sounds like it is right up my street. This is basically about Pamela, who has kept a book by her side for 28 years, taking it to school, college, work, through her travels, whatever she does, this book goes with her, and it's basically a journal of all the books that she's read. And this sounds like it's just going to be great. It's about the deep and powerful relationship between book and reader. It's about the way books provide each of us with a perspective, courage, companionship, and imperfect self-knowledge to forge our own path. It's about why we read what we read and how those choices make us who we are. It's about how we make our own stories. Does that not sound beautiful? I think I'm going to love this. Then the other half of my birthday got me Wait For Me, my Santa Montefiore. This basically is about a couple that were separated by war, and it looks like they reunite 50 years later. Now, I absolutely love this author. I really do. I think all but 3 of her books have been 4 or 5 stars. Those 3 really, really annoyed me. They were only because there were tropes and things like that I really didn't like. But on the whole, her books are brilliant. She's got a skill of describing a scene or situation perfectly without it being too long-winded, like, you know, Stephen King gets sometimes. But you're still able to picture exactly where they are. And I love that. I love that. Normally quite emotional, so I think this is going to be really good. Then I went into Smiths and Devises on a day out for a pack of pens. Bought 3 books because I was unattended in the shop, alright? That's my excuse. But I think they were like 3 for 2. Yeah, they were 3 for 2. So I got the first to die at the end, even though I haven't actually read the sequel yet, but I have the sequel somewhere on the shelf behind me. It's somewhere around here. But yeah, I don't know why. I'm convinced I'm going to like it, so I thought let's get this one. Why not? Then I got, and I don't know why I really got this, I got Her Majesty's Royal Coven. Now, I read this either the very beginning of this year or last year. I truthfully can't remember. And I wasn't sure. But I've been sent the arc of the sequel, The Shadow Cabinet, on NetGalley. And I think it's just been that long since I read this. I thought, do you know what? It's part of the deal. Let's reread it, and then hopefully I might enjoy it a little bit more, because I listen to it via audiobook, and sometimes that's a 50-50 hit for me. Either I love the audiobook or I think it definitely detracts from the story. So we'll read the physical copy and we will see. This is basically about a coven of witches, and they've all got stuff going on in their lives, and there's a lot of drama. And yeah, I think I will. I think I've almost convinced myself now I'm going to enjoy the physical book more than I did the audiobook. And then, because I've seen this everywhere, I got A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime by Monica Murphy. And this, I believe, is a YA. And it's about teenagers that go to Lancaster Prep, and a lot of drama and a lot of smut. But then when I got this, I found out it was a second series. So I got the first one, which is things I wanted to say but never did. Oh my goodness. Right, I'm nearly done with this book now. I've actually only got about less than 100 pages to read. And I don't know what to say. So we joined Summer, and she's just started at the school. She had a lot of drama in her family. And basically she runs into the one person that she didn't want to run into and didn't expect to. And then this relationship happens. And when I say that this is a smutty book, truthfully, there is like a sexual reference or sex happening on every page. This is in your face, full on sex fest. Now, I don't even like the characters, and when I talk about this in my wrap up, I'll go into more details, but oh my days, if you want a smut fest but not necessarily an amazing story, maybe try this one. I don't know what to say, seriously. When well, let me finish the book and we'll see. But when I accidentally ordered that one, I got What Lies Beyond the Veil. And this is the first in the series, and I know it's about Fae. That's the extent of my knowledge. I've just seen a lot of people pick this up recently. I've not actually seen anyone read it. I've just seen this in a lot of photos of TBRs, and I thought, yeah, why not? Why not? Okay, we're doing it. We're now on pile 2. Excuse me. Sorry, I might have finished work. Work hasn't finished yet, it seems. Anyway, I have got Foxglove by Adeline Grace. Now, this is the sequel to Belladonna. I got Belladonna, I got an arc of it actually from Younk last year. Read it, loved it. Weird. Love weird me. And it was about the same characters. Signa, that was it. Oh, I've read it so long ago. I think I'm going to have to reread Belladonna as well. But Signa basically, it's not so much that she cheats death, but it's like there's times that she should have died and didn't, and people around her keep dying. And she ends up having to go and live somewhere where death seems to follow her, but she actually sees death as a physical person and can talk to him, and has a very strange relationship with death. And it's so odd, but I knew when the sequel came out I wanted to read it, because it's just, you know those books that they're just so odd, but you love them because of that weirdness, and that was definitely Belladonna. So hopefully Foxglove will follow on from that and be just as strange. Fingers crossed. The captivating sequel to the gothic-infused Belladonna, in which Signa and Death face a supernatural foe determined to tear them apart. Sounds bloody brilliant. Then, I know it's everywhere at the moment, Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I can't tell you anything about this one, I'm afraid. 2 rival journalists find love through a magical connection. Their fate depends on their facing the depths of hell together. An epic enemies to love, a fantasy novel filled with hope and heartbreak and the unparalleled power of love. This is all over BookTube at the moment, and I'm in with a hype, so I don't know. We'll give it a go. Then I've got some charity shop buys. I've got a couple of cover buys. These look absolutely brilliant. I paid a little bit more than I would normally, but do you know what? They look really good. This is Landfill Mountains. In a world ravaged by the effects of climate change, 16-year-old Joe's been left with nothing but mountains full of junk. He and his friends are caught in an avalanche of waste. 6-year-old Lily's left deathly ill, and Joe sets out towards a mysterious city to seek help. No, nothing could prepare him for what he finds on the way. A dangerous prince wearing a suit made of stars, the wolf from Red Riding Hood baring its teeth, and the reality-changing power of storytelling aloud. It just sounds really strange, doesn't it? But good strange. So why not? And the same charity shop. This is $3.50. This is Dream Country. Stunning cover again. Boldly ambitious new take on god systems and universal mythologies. It's a fantasy that asks questions you've never heard before. I love my job, but there's never a let up. But the important thing is when the office staff finish, the evening events begin. So if there's going to be any problems and questions, they come of an evening. So anyway, one day I'll get a break. But yeah, this is a sibling rivalry to fuel your worst nightmares. About this dysfunctional triplet gods of sleep, dreams and nightmares. And they're kept separate by the deadly gates of horn and ivory. There's a question about the mother's murder. It just looks brilliant. I think this, it's not what I would normally read, but it still looks great. So if you've heard of any of those last two, please let me know, because I'd not seen them before and I was like, I need to have those. In a couple of charity shops, I found a couple of Tessa Bailey. I've got Tools of Engagement and Love Her or Lose Her. So just heard good things and thought, why not? I believe they're just romances. I don't know the whys and wherefores, I'll admit. Then I got a couple of Stephen Kings in local charity shop. They're 50p each. I got Pet Sematary and The Shining. I'm behind on my Stephen King reading, but I have optimism, okay? And that's got to count for something, surely. Then in another charity shop, I got these three, which I believe are books 1 to 3 in a series, but they're not in the order that you think they are. I think the first one is 3 Dark Crowns. And what we've got, 2 Dark Reigns and 1 Dark Throne. I've not got a clue. What are we looking at here? In every generation on the island of Fenburn, a set of triplets is born, 3 queens, all heirs to the crown, all possessed of a coveted magic. Oh, they fight to the death for the throne. Oh, that could be quite interesting. Okay, I'm intrigued. Why not? We'll do it. Then on a series front, okay, I did buy these new from Books to Door. I got the first, 7 books in the Shatter Me series. I don't know a lot about this. I've just heard amazing things, so I thought, you know what, why not? Let's try it. I think there's a couple more in the series, but I think there's only 1 or 2 extra, and hopefully they'll be on script or something, but that was the best deal for that quantity of books, so I was like, yes, we're doing that. Then, because I am a sprayed edge magpie, I got Aliens, because look, it's green and it's cool. But it basically is just about, do aliens exist each other? But it looks like it actually covers a lot of scientific facts about space, which just intrigues me anyway. So, do you know what? I don't know. I wanted to learn more about space, and I don't think this is just aliens, so we'll give it a go. Then, more charity shop finds. The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. I've heard amazing things about this. It's a romance, I believe. Is it about like pen pals who actually do know each other, but they don't know each other, or they don't know that they know each other, or something like that? I'm not too sure. But I've heard really good things. So true love might be the death of them. That sounds good, doesn't it? Then I got Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. I know this is a YA, and apparently it's a really, really good, is it a duology series? I'm not sure, but I thought I'd give it a go. This one is The Entity, and I'm conscious that spooky season's coming soon. I was like, oh yeah, it'd be a nice spooky book about, you know, someone that gets attacked in bed, about, you know, a spectral entity terrorizes the children, etc. And then I noticed at the bottom it says, actually based on documented real life events that happened in California in 1974. And I thought, oh, fiction but with some fact in there. I thought that just makes it a little bit more appealing. So I don't know, it's floppy, it looks creepy. Let's give it a go. It was £1. Why not? Found a little Goosebumps. My friends call me Monster. It's a Horrorland one. I'm gonna read them, alright? I will, I promise. I'm gonna read them at some point. It will happen. A few more books. The local charity shop, I got The American Roommate Experiment. I don't know, I'm reading romance recently and I'm enjoying it, so why not? And that follows on why I got The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren and The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams, because I don't know anything about them, but I'm feeling a little bit of romance. But the last book is a self-helpy one, and this is No One Can Change Your Life Except For You by Laura Whitmore. It was £1 and it was a cover buy, I'll be honest with you. Every now and then I like a little bit of a self-help book, so I thought, why not? So that's my haul. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you've read any of those, if any sound particularly good, if you want me to vlog reading any of those. Chat to me in the comments below. If you've made it to the end of the video, just say hi if you want to, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great week. Bye.